Hello there folks and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today's mission, grind up a spaceship using the robot arm up top. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our exploration vessel that is currently latched onto the ship that we were trying to grind before. Make sure I have my helmet on, that would be a good idea. Can't really see, but I think I do have my helmet on. Otherwise I'd be dying right now. Yes, my helmet's on, okay. Because I know I took my helmet off last episode, but anywho, I'm getting distracted. Let's go find our ship. We were going to grind it. It didn't work grinding it the way we were trying to grind it with mass blocks and gravity and nuclear reactors. Way too much hassle, so we're going to use the robot arm that we created last episode and grind it up via that. Make sure that's all latched on. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over up top by the grinders. We are going to actually probably keep it connected to this right now, so when we try to connect via robot arm, it doesn't push it out of the way. Alright, let's hop in here. This is going to be kind of tricky to move, because this is a big old heavy thing. And that's right, we broke off one of our landing gear. Ooh, yeah, this thing is really struggling to keep going forward. In fact, I think I'll just meet you guys back when we are much, much closer to the robot arm. Alright, well, we are much, much closer. I had a little bit of an accident. I ran into the window there, so we're going to have to replace that. Yeah, that thing is so unwieldy trying to carry such a big ship, so we're going to definitely not be doing that ever again with that ship. Anyhow, I'm going to grab up these pieces, because I also did bump this ship into the welders, or the grinders. They're not welders, grinders. And it damaged this ship a little bit, but this ship, just fine. Alright, so we're going to head back inside. We're going to rotate this around, clamp onto it, and go from there. It would be much easier if we had a remote control on here, because then we could disconnect that landing gear while we were still inside that ship, because I believe there is a remote control on this ship. But, oh well. Maybe next time. We don't have enough components to actually make a remote control right now for that ship, so we'll just grind up what we have. Actually, do I have a remote control on this ship? It would be down here if I did. I actually don't think that I do. I should probably put a remote control station thing on this ship for that very reason. So, well, something to remember. Alright, so ooh, it's very, very dark. Let's, there we go. Now it's going to be number 5 and 6 to lower this. And clamp. Nope, not quite. Not enough. I could actually move my ship to clamp to it. That's not a bad idea. Let's see here. How close am I? Ooh, I am very, very close. In fact, I gotta make sure that my landing gear is turned on. I don't think that it is. Landing gear, toggle lock on. There we go. Let's move a little bit closer. Probably very, very close to touching it right now. Very close indeed. In fact, wrong way. This might do it. Ooh, it is so dark. I hope you can see that. All right. We're going to lock that. So number 9, I believe. Yep. There we go. Yes. And we are successfully locked on board. So you know what that means then. We are going to have to, unfortunately, exit this ship and enter the other one. Ow. I should put a cushion down there so I don't hurt myself. I've done that several times now. Put a little mattress at the bottom of that staircase. Or passageway, it's not a staircase. It used to be a hallway filled with ladders, but not anymore. Not anymore. I hope they add that back into the game eventually. That would be nice, but I don't think that they are. Alright. So that means we have that successfully connected to our robot arm. We'll probably be altering the design of our robot arm a little bit because I think I need more up and down movement. I have plenty of side to side movement. If I made this arm just a little bit longer, I think that would be better. Maybe 2 or 3 blocks longer. On this particular segment, it would be much more useful. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rotating this around, probably lowering this section of the arm down and then lowering that section of the arm down. We're going to have to be very, very careful so that we don't accidentally push this entire ship through our superstructure of our deck, because I could totally see myself accidentally doing that. Alright. Or purposely doing that for the fun of it. Alright, that's not the front of the ship. This is the front of the ship. I also need to repair this ship eventually because I broke off the landing gear on it. Actually, you know what? Away we go! Have plenty of repairs and stuff to do, but we'll be getting lots and lots of resources from grinding up the big ship. Where did that go? It's hiding behind that. Alright, so let's get started. I always forget to close the second door on my airlock. Oh well. As long as the air doesn't escape. Well, there's no air to escape right now, I don't think. Actually, that's very surprising. Apparently, that gaping hole doesn't actually count as a gaping hole. So we already have ourselves a lossless airlock just because of a glitch in the game. See? No oxygen. Oh, nope. Looks like... Oh, plenty of oxygen. Well, that's really weird. Yeah. Oxygen. No oxygen. Oxygen. No oxygen. Well, that's strange. I guess I don't necessarily have to repair that, but I will just because it's bothering me. In fact, I think we probably have enough resources to repair it. Or not. I thought I had some girders and stuff. But apparently I used it all. And alright, let's get started with the grinding. Alright, well that was a rousing success, at least compared to the last time we tried using the grinding ship. We did accidentally break off a little bit, and you saw there was a little bit of a hiccup there. I really need to put a mattress at the bottom of that thing. There's a little bit of a hiccup there where I accidentally almost broke off my robot arm. I need to get a little bit better at controlling that, but that'll come with time. Also, I do need to add a little bit more length on one of those robot axes, which is going to be fairly easy to do. And we did gather quite a few resources from that. Now let's actually look at what resources we gathered before I go out there, because I saw a big chunk of stuff floating away, and that will be a problem with any grinding ship that you make, is some stuff will eventually float off. But anyhow, let's take a look at our inventory, see what we have. There we go. Let's just hide the empties. Make it a lot easier to look at. Yes, look at all that beautiful resources. As you saw, it was actually grinding quite well for a bit there, so with a little bit more practice, this thing will be... Oh, crap. There goes the atmosphere. Make sure my helmet's on. My helmet is on. Yeah, okay. Note to self. Close doors. Alright, let's take a look at what is happening up here. We should have enough stuff to fix that. Inertial dampener's on. Where's that big block of stuff that went floating off? There you are. I want to actually grind this away, because I don't want to accidentally run full speed into this in one of my ships, because it probably would do a lot of damage. Make sure there's nothing too valuable on here. Just... Actually, blast doors have quite a bit of steel plate on them. We still will have to do a little bit of grinding by hand, but it will far reduce it. I mean, as you saw, it was grinding lots and lots of that ship up, and we'll take a look at what's left of the ship in just a little bit, because, trust me, there's not much left. There's just essentially what is holding it on, the landing gear, and a little bit of the back of the ship, and that's about it. So essentially the top of the ship is all that's left. We ground away pretty much everything else. Alright, there we go. Turn that on, and... Let's take a look at and see what the damage is to the other ship, that is. Our ship did take a little bit of dings and dents, but not too much. Also, this debris is kind of annoying, but that's going to happen with any ship that you grind up. Especially ships that we shot to pieces. Some ships will be easier to grind than others, but that is just the way it's going to be. And yes, there's my dead body. I accidentally ran into the grinders. Yeah, don't do that, kids. Grinders are dangerous. Especially these. They're like big metal saws. Speaking of which, I probably should grab my stuff. And was there anything in my person? I'm going to grind away my person. I don't think I had anything on me of importance. I take that back. I had a lot of stuff on me. I had oxygen tanks, all this stuff, so I'm going to grab all of this. There we go. Now my body can fade away into the darkness. Alright, so, yeah. There's just this thin film of a ship that's left. And then there's a little bit of back end. But, yeah, it was working quite well. I don't actually think we destroyed any of our grinders either, which is a miracle. Whoop, wrong thing. I needed my grinder out for that one. Let's actually turn my lights on so I can see this, and so you can see this much better too. Right, so yeah, there's that. There's still a couple of gyroscopes left on board. Not much else. There's that nuclear reactor we put up top. So this won't take long to grind away at all. I just wanted to show you the progress on that, because unfortunately, once again, work gets in the way of fun, so I have to do such a thing called work, and I will see you guys back for next episode. And I'm not sure what we're going to do next episode, but I'm sure you guys can give me suggestions. So thank you folks for watching, and I will see you folks next time.